What is going on, you guys? My name is Alex, and I'm a 22-year-old trader attempting to master the stock market to potentially one day join the very few who make a living out of this. So I'm going to go over the past couple of trades that I've taken so far, considering the ones from the previous video, which was Palantir, Tesla, and Google. I actually closed Palantir and Google yesterday, and I am still holding Tesla. That Tesla one is actually not doing much right now, but the three new trades that I took today was Spotify, Palo Alto, and Walmart. Walmart being the best one. That is why I rated a 10 out of 10 over here. So let's break them down. So Palantir, first of all, it slapped us right in the face yesterday, and we ended up taking a loss on that one. Again, Palantir, we entered a short position on this black aggressive candle. We broke down below this trend line. Took a short position next day, which was yesterday. No, wait. I think this was Friday, actually. We just stalled right here. We failed to move lower, or at least we did move lower, but we failed to close down lower. So on Monday, we got an aggressive white bar here, which really went against us, like 12%, literally closed above, slightly above our stop loss here. So we had to take that loss. We lost slightly more than we anticipated, which was perfectly fine. We kind of accounted for that since we did use the entry candles high as a stop loss, which was at this point, which I think is we're talking about 12% stop loss here, which is pretty good. So we accounted for that, and obviously we did change our position size into considering that. So ultimately we did lose just slightly more than we anticipated, which was not a big deal. So Palantir was actually a really good setup here. The reason why I say that was because it has a high data setup, and I'm going to explain what that means right here. So if we look back 2 years ago, you'll see that this trend line began 2 years ago. So we have 2 years worth of data, and it was actually a 3-point touch breaks here. So we got one touch point, 2 touch points, and then a third one here. So high data setup here, as opposed to the I can't even go forward anymore. So as opposed to Google here, if we look at Google, low data setup, we only have literally 10 days worth of data here. It's 10 candles worth of data here, which is not the best setups you want to be seeing, but they're still worth taking every now and then. So we took a short on this black candle, and then the next day we moved up higher, which we had to close it because it broke the counter trend here. So in this case, we weren't using the entry candles high, but we're using a counter trend, which is right the top red line here. So we took our loss right there. Taking a look at Tesla now, which is one that we're still currently holding. We took a short, again, similar position, similar strategy here that we're trading. In fact, that's the exact same strategy I'm trading. Took a short on this breakout. Next day moved up, but it didn't hit our stop loss quite yet. We're using this counter trend line here as a stop loss. So stop loss is pretty damn high up there at 460. So we still have a long ways to go before getting stopped out. In terms of our target, watch the last video. I don't really want to break down the strategy here for you guys. So that's Tesla for you guys. The new setups here, really excited to show you guys these setups, and let's go over the best one actually, which is Walmart. So looking at the 6 months here time frame, every candle represents 1 day worth of time. We do have 1 touch point, 2 touch points, 3 touch points, and then the breakout today, which is a really nice breakout above the 20 exponential moving average, or actually the moving average in this case, simple moving average. Nice little break above, nice little candle. I like it a lot. Hopefully in the next days we do get some momentum and we push high above these levels over here. So that is one more for you guys. I like the setup more than the rest, but the rest are still valuable. That's why I also took the trade on the rest. So Spotify is the next one on the list. I don't really like this, to be honest, simply because it is a low data setup. But again, like I said, they're still worth taking, especially considering the room between the price right now and all the moving averages. So we have the 20 period moving average here, and then the 50 period moving average right here. There's definitely a good amount of room here to close those gaps between the moving average and the current price. That is why I took this trade. Not only that, but I mean, look at the candle that we got today. Really nice reversal candle here. And then if we go back further a little bit, you'll see that we have two little nice, this pretty aggressive wick candle here, and then a reversal bar. So 2 little nice bars here that formed at the bottom, creating a potential double bottom here, and then an aggressive reversal bar that formed today. An aggressive, almost even an engulfing candle here that we got. So that to me is enough to enter a trade. Not only that, but we're also bouncing off of a even bigger trend line over here in the bottom. As you can see, a trend line over here, and that to me is a really good trade setup right there. Even I mean, all those things that I described really make up for the lack of data here for the trend line. So the next one on the list is going to be, let's see, Palo Alto. Let's see, where's Palo Alto at? Where's Palo Alto? Here it is. So the next one is Palo Alto. Nice little recovery that it did today. Let's look back deeper into the time here, a little deeper. So we've actually been coming up here for the past couple of days here, bouncing off of a stronger trend line. We got 1 touch point, 2 touch points, and then a third one here. We bounced off of it a couple of days ago. I think this was on Thursday, and today we just barely managed to break above the little trend line here. We got a 1 touch point, 2, 3 touch points, 4 touch points actually. So this, do I even have it as a 4 touch point setup here? I don't even know, I might have even done that. Yeah, so this should be a 4 touch point setup here. So that definitely brings up the actually it doesn't bring up the rating. The reason why I gave it a 9 on this trade is simply because of the lack of data. Again, we only have like literally like 10 bars here, and ideally you would trade like a big major trend line. Like for example, if we would have broke below right here, that would have been a really decent data setup here. But since we only have like 10 candles here, I'd have to give that a 9. But nonetheless, we've been climbing up here. We're above literally all the moving average. We have the 500, the 200 moving average, the 50, and then the 20 moving average. All of them are in our favor, so that's really good to see. And yeah, that's pretty much the setups right here that I'm watching. Pan W, really good trade actually. Now that I look at it some more, all the candles, everything is literally looking pretty good on this one. For those of you who are interested in getting an in-depth analysis of my strategy, maybe you want to learn more about it, I have a quick summary here from a technical perspective and from a psychological perspective, and then also break it down in depth up here. I also do offer a watch list, a daily watch list here that I send out every morning. Now granted, I don't have much people here, so it would really be a big help and a big motivation if you guys join, considering the fact that about only 2 of these guys actually come on here and are real traders here. So daily watch list here, 9 in the morning, and then I also send out the trades that I take 5 minutes before the close. So that gives you about 5 minutes to actually take the trade if you want to copy my trades. Like today at 12:54, I sent out my trades that I took, the same ones that I went over on this video. And lastly, I want to go over a very special thing that I'm offering here, something very unique, I think, that in fact, I don't even think anyone is offering something like this, which is an apprenticeship phase. So if you're interested in learning about the markets, well, I offer this apprenticeship completely for free. If you're wondering why I'm doing this for free, well, to be quite frank with you guys, I want to improve on actually teaching better. In the long term, I think that's going to help. Eventually, I will start charging people, but for now, completely free. Again, I just want to learn how to teach better. And for you guys, well, you guys could also learn from the things that I'm teaching, which I think are actually valuable. So with that being said, again, check it out. And that's it, you guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and stay focused, you guys.